Yeah, there's a big ego test and ego challenge with Bitcoin because you have to reflect on what is yours, what you have, what you think you have, because you'll buy Bitcoin, you're buying a percentage or you're buying a fixed amount out of the 21 million. That will never change. It will change if you sell, meaning you'll have less, or if you gain, as in you get paid in, or you buy more, thus you'll have more. Okay, but what you have out of the 21 million won't change. However, your fiat value will. Okay, this is what messes people up because they need to make the choice and understanding. Do you have Bitcoin or do you want money? Or do you want fiat money, should I say? Dollars, pounds. You either accept that you have Bitcoin, you have an undilutable amount out of the 21 million. And the world will give that a fiat value. And you need to make the decision and the choice as to what it is you have. Do you have the Bitcoin? Are you content with that, the amount you have? Or are you more focused on the system's given value in terms of fiat for how much that Bitcoin is worth? Because what messes people up is that Bitcoin will go high, 200%, 300%, and then the dips, the crashes, that's what challenges the ego, because you feel like you've lost something. You feel like you're losing something, that something is being taken from you. You get attached to the fiat number given to it, and you feel like you're lacking in some way. Okay, that's you haven't done enough to defend your fiat value. Now, when you buy Bitcoin, you need to understand that, again, what you've bought is a fixed amount of the total supply. It can't be changed. Okay, so if you understand that, then your focus would be on defending that. And whatever fiat value that's given to it, you're not worried about. So it going down 80%, 50%, once you understand what you bought, that's what your focus will be on. But some of us, we're entwined with the fiat value, we're entwined with the system in which that fiat value going down feels like death. Yeah, your ego is tied to that number. You know, the whole market cycle of Bitcoin going up, the whole bull market, really and truly, you'd be more obsessed with that fiat number, that fiat valuation. That's what your focus really has been on. And when the price goes down, that's when that fiat death, the ego of the fiat system that is within you feels threatened, that you feel like you're losing something, that you must defend something, some type of valuation, that you're experiencing loss, and that's what you'll be protecting yourself from. But for the long-term Bitcoiner, they understand what they have, and they don't really get too caught up in that side of things. Yeah, they know what they have. It's okay to rebalance if you can tell that the market is offering you numbers that could benefit. You are here physically in reality. You are governed by time and you're governed by the cost in terms of price. So you can do what you need to take some off the table and rebalance when you know things have clearly gotten out of control. But with that being said, because they know what they have, if the price moves against them too quickly, 50% down, they understand that if they need to just hold, they'll hold. If they need to transition when the price goes down 50%, really and truly, you need to start transitioning from considering to sell and being a panic seller to being a panic buyer. Okay, 50% in a day or in a week, the price crashes. You have to transition. Sometimes the price moves down so fast. You need to stop worrying about defending the fiat ego, because that's what's going to get claimed. That's who's going to get claimed, whose coins are going to get claimed at the bottom of that 50% move before it V-rockets back up. Okay, so you need to there are times when that occurs, when the price just moves against you so quickly that you need to say, okay, look, I guess that's not me exiting. I guess that wasn't me. We still got more work to do. We still got couple of years of stacking. Yeah, if the price is 50% down, probably heading lower. I guess we got more time in the dojo, in the bear market, just building up your position. Because really, Bitcoin is a case of buying, building a position over 4 years. Because really and truly, Bitcoin will be within a range over those 4 years. And you need to maximize the amplification power of your capital via averaging, getting the average of that 4-year period. And being that Bitcoin is the scarcest fixed supply monetary asset instrument in existence, it's likely that the available supply will be accumulated and solidified. Okay, that means it's going into hands that are not interested in selling it at this price range. And as a result, that's how you get the inevitable, which is what everyone keeps saying, Bitcoin's going up forever. And that occurs. There's some catalyst event, there's the halving, there's a supply shock, and Bitcoin will exit the range that you spent 4 years averaging at. And then you'll be a believer. Then you'll be a believer because you really would have amplified 4 years of purchases by 100%, 200%, when the fiat system is meant to be impoverishing people via inflation. You won't be experiencing that. So if you ain't willing to, they'll try to make you feel stupid because you haven't sold any and the price has gone down 80%. If you're not a trader, you're not a trader. You have to understand that if you haven't done 4 years of building a position, if the price moves against you, I guess it just means you've got more time to stack, more time to average in. Yeah, and be upon the ship of Bitcoin that travels along the seas of the monetary world. So it's a very ego testing thing where you need to be okay with the volatility and the uncertainty and the unknown. But the most important thing is to know what you have, to know the value of it, and to just stay course on your objective. That's the greatest thing that can happen, if I'm honest. The price crashing, and how you need to think is, okay, we got more time to build up this position. Bitcoin's going to travel in a range for 4 years at most, where everyone's saying it's a scam, it's never going to go past its all-time high. And people just don't understand that the blockchain is there. We can see the numbers. We can see how many coins are available. Okay, we can see when they've last been moved. It makes common sense that if someone's made X amount from Bitcoin, they understand that this is the best thing to have, and to have more of it. Despite all the FUD, despite what everyone says every year, every 4 years, they get proven wrong when those who have accumulated it find themselves with the coins being worth 200% more. And why is it worth 200% more? One, because they're not interested in selling it. And two, the rest of the world has to now bid up and chase after what's left, resulting in the only way for their coins, the holders' coins, to be reintroduced into circulation if it's at that high price. What's left gets cleared through in the order books. Every Bitcoin is owned. There's no awaiting stock. There's no, sitting on the shelves. It's owned. Okay, so you need to do the math as to what that means. If we go to 4 years from now, close to the next halving, and we reach our reduction in new incoming supply, and we have the post-halving supply shake-up into harder hands. And then what that means for those who come, those who are always waiting for a catalyst. We ain't waiting for a catalyst. Bitcoiners are not waiting for no catalyst. They're just trying to get as many coins before the catalyst. We don't need a reason to buy. We've already looked at it. Bitcoiners have already looked at it and said, look, I understand this is the reason to buy because it is the best, and everyone else has nowhere else to go. But no Bitcoiner knows that for sure. So you're really in uncharted waters. This is why it's an ego thing, because you just have to take that step and always be at the front of the unknown. And that's what challenges you as a person, because you don't know. You don't know what's going to happen. You're exposed, and you really have to hone in you really have to hone in your senses, your universal senses, your intuition. Can't have someone telling you it's all going to be fine. Up only, hold. You have to feel the fear, you have to feel the panic, and you have to see what works for you and what takes you where. Yeah. I'll leave that there. I'll leave it there.